Welcome, lovely people. It's your boy R6 and welcome to Richmond's Media. I had a medical catch them say quality content fee. Ni what I say? It's in an emenya of fire. How you be twitching komo? And you may be air trendy this December, but there is this one particular guy actually. Baby, abe fabia. Just so much rema 25th day. Say one pe baby am fadia. And I say one kosa e biya ho na wose embrana na say insu na e yiri na e fa. Eye ewiase nyina no wabreso no ebi ebepie mu ewo Ghana na mepese me ne ofaya atwetwe nkomo na ofaya boko de
mini apomboko na nso
well said it ha ode huye no
that's right
bibia boko na minim se wonim de ekoso
okay
na wakoye common sense family for member ide minim se wonso de common sense
okay
ebefa dwumadi ya eko eso no me de medical ni mabusu for register said me kan because yam person so bia be yira fine what you say na ye ni ebonu as a 5 and 6 ye de ye ne be obeko bia ye gina bi na wo hadwen ye osen ye de na unhu sen na unhu 25 ye se ensu e be yira fine na se wa ma amechire odi ananze wa mba sa this particular akima na se ensu be yira fa no odwen ho sen
me da se mamenda wahwefo ne watiefo nyina nso ase say abribia mo gibre abusia bomotina na share this conversation and then the first time so I wo hwe on Richmond's Media so bomotina say obe follow na say wo hwe on YouTube subscribe hit on the subscribe button and then turn on the notification so that you won't miss any of our update okay wo hwe on the Nation's Anchor TV so mesro search Richmond's Media on all social media platforms and follow them. You'll be seeing me here frequently for us to have a fruitful discussion. Minia, thank you. Me that's no question. Ebono wa Matia Brantian come wodi my hwehwe be online. But from where I'm coming from, the kind of mentality, my understanding when it comes to this universe, life, human, living, God or Nyame, and the message I brought to the namna in my books, straight away, me who say when you're normal.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're normal. When you're normal because of where I'm coming from or because of my state of mind and my understanding of how things works. But he might be normal for a certain group of people, particularly the religious sect, and I said the religious groups in India. He might or he will be normal to them. Because it has happened before, they believe it has happened before, and they believe it might happen again. Though some of them are saying, according to their book, God made
a covenant.
Say, but from where I'm coming from, ebi kura nsi da na ebi abisi bi
it me bo na de komo no ebe de kakra osi ebi nsi da na uchrema de hunu Genesis no question mark wo
yeah on say
obetima chirem kakra man
yeah you see medina midi ana menkase nyame ni ho
sa
but additionally hwehwemu kakra ama ba be do a point bia da nyame no wo Bible no mu no Bible no limit the supremacy, the intelligence, the powerfulness, the miraculousness of the actual active force behind creation no Bible mu nyame na eno ne da dodo na tirim da amansan nyina tirim no limit the ability and also the powerfulness of the actual active force behind creation.
You keep on emphasizing Bible munyame.
Yeah.
Bible munyame.
Yeah.
What do you mean by Bible munyame?
The concept of nyame in the Bible. You can nyame a. Isu say ono ne bo wiase ni munyame nyina nti yesom no. O kan Bible na enti ase a Bible no bema wanya about sa nyame no.
Yes.
It is an insult to the active or to the creator. Say nyame bi ewo ho ti baby a ono ne bo wiase a. That concept of nyame in the Bible no is an insult to sa nyame no.
So chirem. Abusuafo ma mini kan chira abusuafo say we are not debating ofa na ebe chire na adwen. Me nso mo question bi a mebusa no nti no said you no whatever you think you can leave it in the comment section. What you say? Into offer to asuma.
Now, on this particular issue of nyame din suyiri asay wiase pen. Na according to Bazawala Branty efe de bono way, nyame say be yebie mo no. Ma memfa Bible mu de no first.
Okay.
So, who's kind story na what Bible no ma? Ya kind Genesis chapter mebo. O kind Genesis chapter 6 verse 13 to 22 na.
Minya ya ka me ready ma.
Meka wa asisi ya nshada nwasa. And God said to Noah,
yes,
I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them.
Okay.
Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and out with pitch. Tintinity when you know say, nyame no Bible no no. Wagya bonini tutrasam ni basa ya doso asase no so dodo. Ni buafu ti obese wiase no. Ti o ka kire opani bi efre no Noah in the Bible say onya adaka na onfa dua so masini dua obenten nya adaka no. Na oya adaka na onfa nsi baabi na on kan kire manfo say de nyame be ye nie. Ti se wo pese ye save anasa wunya nkwa na mpese nyame be se wo abra be sha adaka nim.
Yes,
according to
insu be se wo. Sa na Bible nika.
Okay. Me do be ko back. Ye be ko back. E di enti na nyame e say ni buafu a opese o se wiase di ntra. Nipa ye bone ama bone adoso no abreso no. Okay.
Akọrensafo ni.
Okay.
Yes.
E be before eya na a major problem pa ne say asem si a mpanifo kwat ka asem say okoto say nipa mienu ko a eya bisa say na no no eye den ya ntam bisa sisi a na ye den ne bia na ntokwa ne fidi ba bi na be pie ba bi oba be pie so. Okay. E wiase no ye ni nyame na boy.
That be ni hobi.
Ono nko na bo ni wiase. According to the God in the Bible.
Yes.
On the bo ni wiase. And according to book na no kire say obonipa two pe. Eye Adam and Eve. Ano mgu asase so ntina nipa two pe na wasase so eye Adam and Eve. Ano ye true aye Garden of Eden or de omudua Garden of Eden nim. Ti nyame no te soro. Ti na hwenwam. Ana Adam and Eve ewo downtown ewo ha. And the Garden of Eden now odi omagu mu no. Nhyehyɛ ya odi ama omo nyina odi ato omanim sɛ mu wɔ kwan sɛ mutimi eye bibia hwɛ bibia wɔ ha so di bibia na mom edua bi si turo ni fifia a eye papa ne bɔne ho nimdie dua no de ma mo fa mo nsanka. That tells you say eno kra no ɔse the tree of knowledge and good, or the tree of good and evil, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The papa ne boni ho nimdie dua. That means say wono nyankopon nankasa bo Adam and Eve no boni ni asase no so.
Yes.
Tinti na wo de papa ne boni ho nimdie dua be si ho bisum ya fidi. Tintra. Okay. Ona aboni wiase. Ena aboni pam yenu agu baby.
Ebia oni ne nima de krontia.
Tintra. Ana odi dua bi asi wo papa ne boni ho nimdie dua asi wo. Ana amo mo instructions hwe no mandi. So many years omutena turo nim no. Omanfa omunsa nka sa papa ne boni ho nimdie dua no. So they were living peacefully according to Bible no kra no di kan bo Adam. Ma Adam tena kakra ansa no hu se no Adam be hia ne ho kani ana de so boafo ana o ma Adam dan na ho no yi ne fempade ana obo ba kan ne ho. Nti Adam tena kwa enim tena turo nim mfie bebere awan fom anya bone endi sa aduaba na nyame ka sema ni no. If beka no ho so omotena ho so many years a endi aduaba na nyame ka sema no endi no. That means na bone ni asase no so. According to Bible na ntokwa si soro. Tokwa pai was heaven ho. Between Michael ne otwease angels na was soro no. Ebi pese omo ne nyame be yepe. Ebi pese omo sori tia nyame ana ntokwa si ho no ti Lucifer no anase otwease no odada abofo ni bia ma obenya 1/3 of abofo no ebedi nafa na Michael so ne omo support nyame and then the poke crack according to book no Bible now. And I want to tell you to question heaven.
Oh, Matipa.
Okay.
So you go Sunday school.
Okay. Ti to question ho. And na pupo sa ti to kwano koswa ma fe. Wo mo brebre but wo mo dis bonsam ne nkofo so nkunim. And then the Yankopon ba and was hey, mintimi ne montana me fi ha bi. And then wo mo abonsam ne nkofo nyina and obi heaven. And o to wo mugu form say mo firi hanko. O to mugu asase so. And then Yankopon sa de to aso say asase so fo munwie ya to otwase no abra mu.
Pacho asase so fo ho no. Obetima read o quotation because me de na
odi na ka dey
asem question we menkai any ye me issue no minim Bible no mu story ni be there but me should kai quotation no.
Okay.
But if you read, I think it's Revelation chapter
maybe
metima check him out na
check him out.
Yes. Revelation chapter 12 verse 7. I say, and there was a war in heaven.
Okay.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
Okay.
And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night.
Okay.
Verse 11. Okay. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death. We come in a new version and NIV, but therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. But say kind NIV na yes.
Woe to the
inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
And so who are the inhabitants of the earth?
And you may
Nipa ni niama was assassinated for munye.
Yes.
That's the right. It's right. Me can't throw.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. But the NIV knows so.
NIV know. You can NIV.
NIV bro for na emuye very King James.
Sir.
King James, you know, for some reason that men shouldn't trust him.
Nyankopon ngoma baako mo mu King James wo mu NIV wo mu New Standard Version nti ngoma no de ahia nkasa na edi mu asem kosoro ho ngoma baako Nyankopon asem o na ka Nyankopon asem de wo se kaya asem baako a ba bia obafa bia asem kro na whether inspired by the Holy Spirit, whether inspired by who, whether inspired by whatever, I was like asem baako pe. But this is the case mo ba benya it is a Android version and the bia na mo update and iOS version every year ni new one ba nyame asem baako pe na mo massage ni sa. The length and breadth and the long and short of this story ni say you to Satan and nkrofo free heaven. And any biti amuka say asase so for the asase ni de wo mu ni apomu ni ama wo mu nyina mu nue. So in that case, say na Adam and Eve omo asase no so there, then afa ni ato otwase Satan amana ba asase no so. And for that matter, along the line no, Satan fa wo mu dada Eve.
Yes.
Catch the Eve say one time in the garden, and Satan and our way ebopini the serpent ebopini Eve. And I say Eve, ahana mugu. I say nyame na dia ba bedua abedua.
Say ahana mugu.
Nyame na say entra. Ono so na one one na ono so me ne Adam na wafa chiri okwa ya dia ba. No so okay. Na hi okay money hi papa hi okay papa bibia kwaso apa na nyame amanhyehyɛ ne ntutu bibia wa na mum instruction odi ato ha de say sa aduaba we ana say dua we nko aduaba de hwe ne ya di. Ana say Satan say won say oboa anya no kure mundi na mudi amani bebie na mobehu nyansa na madwene mu bedo. Ana say hey it is am na okay. Ana say anya soro na me firi ba. Me na matena soro na menim papa na meka na asem kire no mundi amungu Said the worker mudi abobewu no nya wuo na mbewu na moni ne bebie na mobehu nyansa na mobese ono entimundi ana if ekodiye ti if diye echiri ana Adam bae na if catch Adam say hey Adam ampo medi aduaba ne bi na mangu enti unso dibi hwai ana say aja bende say ni bo ekotirim ti say wadi na wa ngudi amedi ana if unso diye now nyame as usual no baba visit omo ewomu anu abesra omo and then it came again say nyame ekọ so baba besra omo nyame eba no na according to the Bible onim where they are into otia mu say Adam mo wa nfa Adam say rade aduaba na wo ka se we ne yandi no yakwa akodi ntie da adagya tie de ahusio so there may build this story I may build.
Na wa hwa na aduaba ben
the fruit of the knowledge of good and bad. Ana omodi. Ana say omani ata wo no omani abie.
Eyo say aduaba ben.
Eyo say aduaba na me say mo na mo fe na apple me boa.
Ba ususu say apple.
Me de minim de say apple o say strawberry o say grapes o minim aduaba. Enti aduaba. Eti say omakudi omafom abuoti anyame nhyehyɛ ya wo hyehyɛ ma omo.
Minchawo no eneni na nsan ya na mehu se aduaba ne mpo no na ye se oba ne be ma ehia
eno ye another story according to Bible no the fruit of knowledge of good and bad it is sanity the any aduaba Sunday school book na my book of Bible story ye aduaba no brekere it wodi aduaba no say oba ne be ma na ehia mu de no another story na that story na nkasa bu se meka se be do wura into the deeper side of it. It talks about the human body from the head to the tail of human body. That story of Adam and Eve, Garden of Eden, snake, is the human body. But that is a conversation for another day. But let us take it from the biblical perspective or the biblical image I painted today. And for that matter, me who say I want to born start free because nipa was as nipa nya born.
No money. No way be dada.
And I have to or chance free sramana basa so. And what about dada Eve? Ama Eve. Edi bon aduaba bi afom nyame hyehyɛ ya instruction o de ma wo wabuotia nyame be hu ye no eye ne ya wadwa ana o kese wo no je free na kwawo
ntimi nante
wo be na wafuso na wo be twi oto asesa na wo nete na wo bedi uwie no se wo Adam se uti kono na ma oba dada nti wo be sam wani free na ade ahwe oba no uwie no se wo Eve free na kwawo so be bre be chim 9 months wo be kwa wo be tetente so be bre 9 months na wo be ka wo 19 na wo de aba be bo woti ho no mi bebre nyame a wabo wo ma na o ma ye mistake ba ko pe all this while omo garden ni nyina omo shedan fo mu yo mistake ba ko pe omo ye ho no mi obi age ne de and then say boni abasa se no so ya pam omo free garden of Eden according to the Bible na me no wo kan you omo atena se awo omo ase atra adore ma me misa why na de boni abasa se so
Satan.
Okay. Satan why na born?
Satan no cry na whole story wo ba de ma memfa.
Yemfa na according to the biblical perspective. Why na born?
Nyankopon
na born. Okay. Nti yanyi tum so born no nye Satan.
Dabi.
And along the line obeye
greedy be wura
ni mu. Greedy ni free heaven.
Ne.
Okay. Yanyi tum sa be wura ni mu. Na ni atare ni nton. So obeye Satan.
Yes.
Nyame antimi ankuna anhye na se wo babia nyame ne tena ma asundia ma ana nyame ne tam Satan no wo fie ha studio ha ye we wona wo yire mo bedroom ana mo da ho
no nwale de ba matiase
example na me set.
Yes,
there is a window utimi bia window no hu utimi hu ma se o mo so da o mo dem right.
Yes,
okay eti wona wo yire wo dem na premier bi epie wo ne oyere ne dem ho
mitie pa
wo pie wo ne oyere ne dem ho
common sense for this story on be ma sisi ya
say yeah can no say ya can now dey adwena to
ne
enti wo pie wo ne oyere dem wo ye ja dia na be
se me trinity me nya se me kun wo no
obekun wo no
me tu na se
okay onfa wo no emfiri wo ne oyere dem na onfa ngunkwala ne dem
dabi
wonye sa
dabi
adintra
say yes ari na say me person mo ko wi me ma na me kura me pamo na me de ne ko mo
doesn't make sense right
dabi
okay ti nyame a wodo nipa ti say make say the God in the Bible no is an insult to the actual or the active force or the actual God say nyame bi wo baby a the concept of God in the Bible no is absolutely an insult to that nyame na I was say these are some of the reasons why it take us asem no nyame a woni Satan and woni angels ewo wa hinwam you are very powerful, you are very all powerful. Oh, angels are very powerful. Woni abofo te wo palace now ebinom ate atuan ebinom ayaso odenfo instead of say obi ku o ma hye o ma because one na obo o according to Bible no kan so de uja na ye abofo no
yes
just a twinkle of an eye blink wo free existence nanka why you into the 10
say Bible na say dako nyame ne so mfiapem ne dako nti bi one day no ye de born your man e betima ba say 1,000 years so 7 days
to me nyame asem ne kan yo nyame no wasem o
na say you to me but nyama bi wo ha was say wo de
nyama bi no aburu ne to me ni so
me nen kasa
enti say o tatu mi na nyama bi no aburu sa ne to me ni so woni to me say obi a one manipulate abofo a wo palace. Let me ask you another question.
Metie.
What be adwuma? Me fa ni sa ha na head office or branches across Accra. And na one employee be our head officer. What who say no? Employer we or manipulate a person or say other colleagues and adwene towards adwuma na ye no person mo bo adwuma no mu kro no. And by your own investigation, what me finding out FSH or no sa employer no. Wa convince binum ama binum agree to sa dubious mindset no person mudi boni wajumanim. Now you have them through your investigation. What will you do to them?
I can sack them or give them another chance.
You can sack them or give them another chance.
Yes.
Okay. Enti either say we be sack wom eyi omo di
afredumanim.
Ana say we be transfer wom akọ another branch. De hina eye nyansa ana de hina nyansa wom. So we sack wom eyi omo free head office wo. Uno muntimi nya adwuma bi.
Me no muntimi nya adwuma for myself nko.
And now we transfer or more free head office or do call a sub branch. Say okay, more free head office. Mo call sub branch or. They here make sense. We living in Ghana. Enti sa wo from na like I said dum so wura fia. Akase for ajo mo kania. Enti TikTok for sa motem nkan kwa dia. Kisa TikTok dia no brand na me say.
Ohene
Okay,
baby, you ya for empany for job mality.
Yes. So, sir, me to amasem so a. Boni ni wiase. The bisa o say, no na me set an example be say, what be adwuma?
Yeah.
Na adwuma no workers be abia.
Makai. Me se ni ye mu dia, I was me saki obi a.
Also saki wo.
Na me fa ni pa foforo.
Okay.
Enesa mete hwa na wa influence omo aka ni nyina ma.
Okay.
Adwuma no ya beji mpo afri me.
Ade na won transfer omo fa omo ko sub branch or
because me nim say omo ko hwa. Say de no mo ne mete ha na. E bi kwa fe no omo ko ye den. Mo ko ye mu akese. Ati ase.
One say who nipa. You see the reason why I make say the biblical God or the Bible limits God and say ye kan nyame asemu and a super higher being, super intelligence being, super almighty. And the Bible no kire say e bra ono na hinwam atuate dom yi omuti wo ho no wan kuom anhye o mase amfiri ho ana wan fo man kogu ba bi foforo ama eye nipa a wabọ mu ni asase na niam e wa asase no so enya o masomdwe o na mo se sa o mu firi ono na hinwam se wontimi ni o mu ntena ho na o mu ha na adwene ti o yi o ma firi ba bi ono no wa no do hia na somdwe no do o ma kwakoma nipa
na se
asase so
nipa zo ni nyame adwene ntimi nya peda sending the yes idea
say nyame is of a higher conscious intelligence omnipresent alpha and omega than nipa na say wo nipa wontimi ni nyame adwene nya pe the same scenario na me bisa wo say dwumayefo bi start say o mo bokro no wia say wo dwumayefo adwene wo head officer wo do mo kwakogu sub branch and now ba yi omadi and now so be yi omadi
me say me yi omadi because me de na ye nipa adwene why you say bi nyame mu adwene no onyi omadi but onim de obeye
meba
anazo onim de obeye omo
meba eti wo nipa no wo ba pam o mafiri adwuma mu ho
nipa ma adwene
de nipa adwene mu
sa pepepe
na mo mfa o mu nkogu or sub branch. No one can convince other workers now sub branch one. Or Muya Juma, our Moody and Branish says no. Or one can convince or Mamma Jumana and Satan collapse from there.
David.
Okay. This is a god in the palace. Abophobia teacher.
Yes.
Aswari or Rankasaso. Nasasanya me way nim nyansa. Wankasa wa hin wamu kura ya aswari oso. Epesi etu ade so.
Na nipa.
A convince abofo ahodo a woni omo ho.
Enyamu wanted.
Ama abe pupo osoro ho enyamu wanted. Sap ni abofo we mu. Don't you think say nipa so ama wo mu. Enti wo de omo kogu nipa mu yi. Omo ko ha nipa adwene. Saa question me mabusa bida. Mabusa saa question. Answer be ni de ma.
Answer nen sheda nshin kran bi asa but. Yanku ye nim.
Here comes Nyamina to saa na mo no. E saa squad na begu asase ne so ha. Ama saa squad ne bae no, omo dispatch themselves into a lot of things. And ebi kofa wo mu a, wo innocent wo a won ka bi nhemu. Ebi kofa ni mu okodada if ma mo kodi asode ne kodi bone ana instruction na nyame hye ma mo ko ekofo ye. And there bone abasase ne so. Now Satan ne nkofo downtown. But nipa be ya so de ne nyame apamo ye nipa wo nipa tete ne ma no aso de ne asetera na etere etoko so a nipa ya so de nko so ama ni eduru ba bi ma bone no koduru mpempen so a nyankopon ne bufu ye se nipa di bone wasase no so dodo
ti o se medin su ananya ho na okoi
ma me mfa nsu
enko se o munyina
between the source of the bonino
any
the consequence and I say any the outcome of the source no there in say no
the source
tika nyame na wo bible ni no o shut down bonino from the source enka from Noah time no ka ebi nsi biem ka sa so ke nyina ka metu e bia ka me so me ka nyame na sem ni bi ke nyina ka so na papa kan tokwa watimi violence ni ade ka bibia ni ho
david
this is the case when you say source of born and free hole emo mode na bufo ba omo ye born no so eno odi su yiri ba say dodo na ana o ma no wa ye ark no nipa ark no nipa 18 ne koshiem. The question here again is sa no what time na o yes ark no o ko wiase afana nyina e ko ka kire o mo se nyame be se wiase and for that matter my ark bi ntemomra ana o mo amba ana a greater Accra nko by then ana ogina greater Accra e preach kire greater Accra for ana ebi no amba na 80 pe by no ne o mo akọ ark nim
na me kra no nipa 80 no kra no me san o question
I also a question
because the whole world why is it nipa 8 which means maybe the ark was made purposely for Noah.
Okay, purposely not for Noah or purposely for ebi akuroki tu ebi mu for ebi afani se asante achem konongo for nko ana ebi akonongo for kra na konongo free town for nko. Is that the case?
Could be.
It could be. Then that nyame no was not fair to the rest of the world. Eye den na nipa nyina wa asase ne so. Now you see the questions we are asking.
Yeah.
We didn't ask these questions when we were young, when these stories were told to us. The brain is matured. We have to ask questions. So that time now woman Noah yes no. Then you pass saying and was so did Noah went across the length and breadth of the whole world to preach to them that this is what the Lord or God is coming to do? And now I'm say that portion of baby I don't know what the rest of the world no one say no. See the understanding from that angle. Now me the be see there akwaya wafa ready here okroma na me da be see ne there no.
It say it was just purposely or mainly for a particular portion and I say of a country and I say for a town there. Na the 25th I was say ebono wa there because
me nyandu ebono wa en fami me ebono wa o sisi ansa. Me pese me prove mam hu say me can say me from the beginning of our conversation say
no wa there and see
there are so many stories in the Bible la. Bebiri na no Africa yankasa yen stories bia you refi na omo afa na omo fabricate no. That is another topic for another day. But in a critical observation and carefully studying and applying logic to this Noah in the Bible, Noah story, nothing of such happened.
Okay.
Because did Noah went across the length and breadth of the whole world and the catcher we are saying say nyame be say we are saying timu nyina mo bra no bi ate fan kwata asem ko and nipa 80 pe ko ark nim.
even if that's the case, then or call we are safe and
that time
plain you.
Okay, if I don't think according to Bible no mo nyina fa mo bia mienu and as I say na ye woso no me no ka say mo bi kura wo yes part of the world even Ghana ha kura na sa mo no nyina na make me sure say ukọ bi Togo na ukọ Africa country ka benya bi wo hono e mo bi betima wo Asia iba Ghana wo hu sa mo ni bi e mo bi betima wo even America, North America, Indians, Arabian Peninsula hono ma e bia wo ba ha wo nya bi say my place to bi betima wo ha say ya e mo bi betima wo ha say ya ukọ ho kura wo nya bi so no what me kakra no timi ko cheche sa mo ni nyina tu eno wie no call epumu ena epumu mo so kofa bia tu is that the case?
Se Nyankopon ye obi a said odi kan say he is so powerful to the extent say obetumi ama ebia na meka se mfia pem ye ne da ko ye ne mfia pem na ka se obetumi aka na ade na ye ho a se ne se Nyankopon ana ema Noah nimdie anase omani vision se onye apamadaka na me ye sure se sa Nyankopon na onjindi se sa Nyankopon na ebema ntontom ne bed bugs eni sa amoi nyina ebiwo ebia Asian countries ebini ebia mfanse Ghana na Noah ye apamadaka na se Nyankopon na betima direct sa amoi ya tutu amana amomaba without even Noah not having to do anything.
Enti se nyame no was to me na obetimi a channel e mwana dwene ama mwana kwakura akanim for the animals to be saved across the length and breadth na why not say sa nyame na so betimi asesa ona edi bone na dwene amama hu say de ye ne bone ti nyai
eno so ho
sa nyame na why say once sa omo ye bone no me na mabomu ana mu di bone
and there is a source
of the bone no.
So why don't you get rid of the source?
Without getting rid of the source, I have power. I'm very powerful enough say metimi asesa mo adwene amamo nyina mo jai bone ne ye na mo ye papa. I didn't do that. The question is, did Noah went to the length and breadth to spread the word to everybody across the length and breadth of the world? I
think it's impossible
for you Christians and you pastors to answer. Now, a mondo rona bia to according to the biblical story, mona ba akinimu so. Me pese me bisa say it is sonsono ne achichede mu nyina e de bokoboko sa free all the length and breadth and I say kakra sa no mu nyina be wura mu ana. Let's assume that is the case. Said the woka say sa na nyame eye no. Now, the main question over here is ana omu nyina wura mu na oka adaka ne tumu. Ana wodi su yiri be say wiase nipa aka nyina o man be wura adaka ne mu nyina e de ka nipa 8.
Yes.
Forgetting say the cause of the sin day one corner Satan yenye ne hwe
nso na nka no
on say sa nipa 8 now nsu yiri ne hwe a oja o mo sa ba asase no so no adenti na o masa ye boni ama na bedum pempen so si a wo sa di nsu yiri ba be say wiase
send there ebono wa na e kana ase
no meba Satan na oye the source of this all problems no yenyi ni free ho
David
yakuni padodo ni na manaka 8
say the time is short it on be on the time no there so the kind revelation
even
say Satan
the time is ye kura me fa mai nipa sa ye boni ama du ba bi nyame bufu ye eno so okay
miami be kumi ba
me soma miami doba ama nakọ na mama o makunu na me de na apataje nipa boni. Does this make sense? Meanwhile, you know the source of bonino. Get rid of that.
Yes.
I did be see me mama so ha. Me call doctor how mo ye to mo see fe no sebaceous cyst. Wanna I follow my channel me videos at channel. The BBC me ha say ya na e grow kitten. It started like a pimple. And na e grow kitten. So it got to a point be kese kakra. It me call hospital. And my doctor no hwe.
Who's a scan crowd?
Who has a scan no ha.
Yeah.
The day of the surgery no so ye no me call no doctor no eyi surgery bi ha say na de abeta ho no yi ni nyina firo no pamo ye enti nyame no wo bible nim de wo so wonyi ade ni mfiri ha wo twatire no instead of say ubeyi de oye bo ama ni pay ye bone no ubeyi na firi wona ni panya na somdue no wodi su yira besa asase ankosi aga ewi ase wasa achi wankasa wo ba asa ku no eno so still ankosi aga. Does this story way does it make sense?
No, yeah, the bema are you for
Does this make sense?
Yeah, the bema your audience for answer.
It doesn't
Because
make sense.
what makes sense to me might not make sense to someone else. Same
brother,
might apply
it
to
doesn't
God.
Tally.
And yeah,
because me and me nipa me nyesa.
Why dream?
And for that matter,
and I'm
say obey sadian. It's that guy, that concept, that biblical concept of God, you know, it's an insult to human intelligence.
Okay.
Now, about bedroom pempenso bia, abrante bia say unity okroma say nyankopon so wode nso yiri be say wiase. And for that matter, onye apamadaka na onfa save nipa.
Eno de yemfa agronto nchen. Yeah, him say Ebuno wa de no a content creator.
Inti serious. Ti me fan serious me boy.
Inti me said I'm funny serious.
Okay. Unim de inti abono wa be sade no. The religious madness. The religious abnormality. The religious unseriousness. Unim say Africa you was see. Metima culture say roughly there are 60 to 70% religiously indoctrinated people. They have the mindset say if we are see we na me be say na me be baba be say we are see we asoro ba bo se keta ma asase na ne se nkuto ma if we are see no nya me be say no unim say nipa bi was adwene no unim say
oh yes
what na Italy pen what na UK Germany pen UK pen what na ho hwa abrofo ne ne anyhow omo bu omo man no omo mentality be say nya me be say we are see no in the coming days ana
na be
Una woka kire me omo ni bibia sa
no me say okoha you be mu ha they are religiously motivated, they are Christians, they also believe in God, but majority of them ne there say ebi wo ha ye wo na ne ma me de ne anase ne na bi de ne kwa sorry aye kobo yekoye ne ceremony a opi ne there
eno ano
no
I'm talking about the general mentality of the nation.
Yes.
In terms of the direction of the nation. Do they have this mindset to say this world will definitely come to an end, and for that matter, let's not rush in trying to do anything much solving problems or trying to develop
that be and that be and the mrofone there
over a continent Africa. One key reason in from leadership to the last person, even your leaders, your politicians, your traditional leaders and your religious leaders, they have this at the back of their mind. And China do beba na ba. If you see ya be fan ko ba bia. I mean
you was rama.
I mean
wa jopade was
so jopade nyina wo soro. Hwehwe ahine ne tene ne kane na de aka nyina beka wo ho. The mindset is munya de mubedi ni na mama no nkwanso mubo mama nwene wo chena ho. Wo chena na abedwe ne ho. So it's all about nipa kura ye twam asase we enche besei, and for that matter I mean, they didn't know what me Pr0blem who said me ye bibia to wa man chiri ma me bese asase no. And for that matter, the mindset of thinking about the future, working and then investing and then building a very comfortable or building a well progressive country society for people, humans, everything around us, taking care of them. Said this is the heaven that the Almighty has given to us, and the heaven does not consist of human beings alone, and we are not the only living things existing in this heaven. Animals are also have every right to live here as well. Plants also have right to live here.
Yeah. Water
bodies, mountains, forests, and for that matter, look at how they take care of the environment.
Even the animals.
And forests in Kenya basabasa, water bodies in Yan basabasa. Meboa.
Oh yeah.
Because Kwesi Bruni is consciously, enlightened and understand the environment to be our haven.
Okay.
Until we have to take good care of it. And say China and say ne. Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 4. Or say I want to assassinate him the team, and for that matter. Obi a what the mindset say na me biti baby be say asase we ene na wo cha na da chi bi no oye bodamfo
tina chese uchirema Ghana for no 60% there.
Yeah, say no, the mindset is ni chebi enche na do baba na ba. And for that matter, look at how we are treating our water bodies. Yen tumu galasi kandidi na sikamba ya ho pinso a yen krab infra bruchire mranse no enche na do baba na ba heaven as ase kwa babo se osoro be na ne se osoro bo se kete na asasha abobo anane se nkutu enche na heaven ba ye be wa koye dida he be di na he wasase so enche na ye ko eti instead of say be protect but our ancestors forefathers no meaning say sika ko so no mu but they never touched it, they never destroyed it. Said the bear, yeah, but a neighbor being super panom. But a name for no, the religious indoctrination, no, ama, they don't value the environment we are living in. She said, you fear the Korea, what I was here. Now, because an environment in it, how I could boni, a keep an environment tidy. How I treat forests, mountains, animals, baby, we had the air, who I see. Emma, me who said no. The mindset of we are saying you know. Ama edidi bebere tirim nti Emma put you into any force of trying to develop here for the coming generation. But if you see bien no baby aba say, nyame bien ni baby odi so bi ba say we see bia osuru bia mbobo sekete asase bia na ne senkutu. The reality is wo na wo be ye mere na wawu akọ me ye mere mewu akọ ye wo be ne say na mete.
Onyini.
Me wu ba no. Yenina, whether by accident, whether by sickness, whether by whatever means, ye be wu ye be ko. Me papa o me say not here. Ono so ye wo no say me. Not to say ketwa ana wanyina be obedu me stage e say hu na otimi say oba kokra. Me na nakwa de kokọ. Eti e ka kire me say me nso me den. Me ko. Eti me ti ase nei no. De metumi aya me nso me ba na ma wo no na ono so aba asase no so no. Ombe hu abrabọ na abrabọ ne mbe ye dene ma no. Na abrabọ ne mbe ye tough ma no. Na ombe hu ahokire bebre no. E na wo se me ye no bra me ti ase. Eti ye leadership so de wo so omo ye ne say omo build your mind to the point ahokire ne say the difficulties wo omo nim some years and some decades ago no. Eso beti sana kwesi bruni e build ne mind. Some time ago na train ni ho, na ship ni ho, na ye canoe ene ponko. And no mutena say no you are nyan say ye develop yenye speed trains yenye boats yenye yacht yenye speed boats yenye buses yenye cars agane to make living comfortable for the coming generation, not for themselves. It yen be before say your mentality say nyame say we are bi an say na mom ye ne be wu akọ na mom de yaso de pa ne say ye be build ha say na ye be ma ha na comfortable for our generation coming na ye be say your water bodies
David.
Yam build hanom and keep environment clean for the generation coming.
But
it is obi catch say nyame bi din so be say we ase awoya bodam for.
Na se chirima ebunu wa we ekoma na na just say oh patch say religion and even galamse ya ekosi religion has also motivated them now because uchiremu na osisenka yenim se nyankopon MSA wias anase wias MSA da chibi se esoro mebobo sekete emasase menani se ngutu a anka omo se ye water bodies omutu galamse anka omo be jai do mo ye no
on say leadership abuano pro-filtrim galamse na ekoso kroma se no
if leaders
from the leadership and anu ye man pani John Damani Mahama bra no wo position o kan se bi o se galamse na ekoso no boys na omo galamsey site ho na mokocheche omo no they are not the actual perpetrators of the galamsey the DCs ministers regional ministers MMDC omo na she galamsey nechi na se sa pani no se oye conscious and enlightened enough and onim say this water body wo ho no it is a gift from nature to us living humans. We survive on it, not humans alone, other animals, other beings. And even in the water body as such, there are millions of beings also in the water bodies.
Yeah.
And for that matter,
microorganisms.
You understand me? And for that matter, going there for your selfish greediness, for what you will get, in Tinoko say no, you are killing millions of living entities. And for that matter, we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't go there. We shouldn't go in that angle. You're making sure to reserve the goodness of the water bodies.
Okay, say.
Now, okay, good.
But me for honing kwashe akambeka because meba ho. But na me patch say any kwan say ye kase bia a religion ti na ama and motivate o mama empanimfo no so hyehyɛ ase mo ye galamse wa ha. But mamenko good no.
Okay.
Recently na who say good wo UK.
Okay.
I was asking so.
Okay.
Because na madam Fobi mortgage. Anana ye hwehwehwe money ade na mortgage papers ne buy and document ne buy no mo ka say on the mortgage as a wakoye na utia dan ne Canada achi bia be ye ode nti wakobo bosia o bank ne ho se obi hwe no onima yes aneti no bosia ne aban no bank no eto dan ne ma na otua ne kakra ma se de be ya eno na ya ne bo ne ba fom kakra na onya ne nkrata no hu se sa asase ne krampo na wanya dan wo so no gold wo ho na emum o maka kire ne se hwe na wanya na adwen
so too good.
Say too good no.
I don't mean say Ghana ni ana.
And you say woni say Ghana ni but and then man who say which means enkrofo woni say asase impo gold wo so.
Okay.
Na dan ana omuntu na da bia omo ba Africa. Say ana omo ba pesika kokko.
Yeah. Omo dia hye enwoma bi mu dia brɛ mo say.
Eni kwan say omo do omo nsaka. Na so omo make any attempt impo. Na contract ni mumpo nye gold nkwa o.
Okay.
Eni kwan se omusi na nka wasto dan. Wo garden kakra.
Yeah.
Be 25 meters. Check asase ne yodia.
Yeah.
Tika pese obobo edan bi wo so kra wa chiri na pese wodam a. Se ka betimi.
Yeah.
But omunim se ubo edan ni si ho a. E bi adachi bi enframa efa wo neighbor na wo nchen enframa ntimi nya dan embo nko ho nti.
Okay.
O ma sign contract ni mu se ni kwan se usi dan obetimi adam na mpo se obesi dan bia e wose wode ye share da obeje mframa wo ana se bia wode be ye bia wo ye party bia bekwakotena ho na waya umbrella but eno kwa mpo se obesi ani kwa se ebro this length because oneba no onya mframa what you say it no de sa nyoma ni bi compare not muze
when the culture was America ni
gold wo ho
Canada mo mi gold
gold wo ho
UK nya na wo ka UK di
gold wo UK pa
adentina yen de omo ntu omo de no ana omo ba be hyehyɛ omo they are here
you
go da hodo nya omo na
China for ni ade so when you say before ye jimi
unim ne ntia ye jimi
metie
because omo de ngoma bi di kan brɛ wo ama ngoma no be conscientize o ma wo gi tu mu say aha no nhyɛ da nya ba bi e wo say wo value ha hyehyɛ wada mu die wo soro
na da chi bi
there is a place a wo na wo kɔ no ye di gold na ye bibia wo ho na de wo ha ho ye den. You get my point?
I get your point.
What's my point na say? Ye di kan dia be hye wotiri mu say. Mama nka se mi we. Aha ye we studio ye we.
Yes.
Say fani say ye wo dia. E na wo dia hye akwala bi nsa. Small boy bi nsa. Small boy ne be du asa say ma wo ka kire ne say, "Oh, ha de e keto e be manage." Me see bigger studio beautiful one bi wo. E Madina. With AI intelligence ni adi nyina until they had here spend some small time I say remember be you akọ e de akọ hono na. Do you think say obe take good care of ahase na ade na ba no?
David. Depend. Ebetima ba say me ebetima ba say obe take good care of here.
Okay.
No abone ho modern. Say the be ya obe hu na dwuma pa oye. Na wo de na wo bie kese na waka say wa dwuma pa oye wa hantimi nim say wo kɔ hɔ a obekwa kɔhwɛ hɔ die ni.
No, you see the if I say the concept and the teachings of this biblical or the religious books no be ka kyerɛ wo say man nwene de obedi ne ne kyena ho nwene de obedi ne ne sɛ wonya de obedi ne ne de obɛhyɛ ne la man no kwa so mo bo anwen kyena man nwene kyena ho de wonya de obedi ne de obɛhyɛ man you okay be content with that man nwene kyena ho na ye ka sɛ mo to nipa tim sɛ man nwene future ho man nwene kyena ho a do you think sɛ sa nipa no be ye preparation bi be taking
for ochina
na
me nya sure
inti abiri bia ye mpanifo mo kɔgye sika ba na ma bedi na ma kɔgye foforo bosia na ma kɔgye aba na ma bedi
pa je so omudi ne da na mo nwene kyena de ho
na ma bedi foforo omo di sika ne ba entoto ye be ne betimi de sa bosia aye na ama ye mfa so bebre na etua ye ka na ye gya bosia gye is out of the equation.
David.
Omo kɔgye ba
omofu
ni ya bedi ni ya ye 1 or 2 baza wala project bi ni ya ka kyerɛ say project sika ne de ye project ABCD. The next time near sa ekopa bosia it tells you the foresight na adumu ya adwene ni mu no. The ma me blame of religion and say ama ya devalue eye baby ya wosisi yi ya sase so ye we ya country ya we mu Ghana na ye we mu environment ya sase ya devalue the topmost priority ne say himpo na hia wa wo de di wo hia na som nyame yie na wu a baby papa bi wo ho awoko wo de ema awiase bibia no ko men ndo wiase ndo mu niam bia ema wiase sika wiase japade wiase ema mu bia no ko se wonya kakra wo bedi ne de wo be sha focus on that wa wo benya baby papa ko enti imagine say akachi obi say there is gold somewhere gold baby kakra wo betima ko tena hono makọ enjoy life hono wa ani owu achi obe take care of us enti gold na ye wo asei na ye betumi di asiesi ha na ha ye kama ya ye dia odomakoma na de egu asei ene apie so na ye discover na ye hu ye betima utilize dia ma ha na ye comfortable na anim so man kura no develop drum pempen so bi na so man no toto ne ma yi a etimi expand and say increase the lifespan of the citizens unim za ye tia ye wu nei to wu ahodo akwanhia na no article bi a me hwe ye from January to December ya wo
I've seen that
claim nipa nko accident claim it tells you say we are living in a death zone and death trap bi a
it's about 20 something thousand
ye wu ne de simple kra but en ha nipa no inyarewe kum ye no de simple kra but en ha nipa no ekwan na ye kum ye no en ha nipa no because e ha ya amanone obi bo kraman ba ko pekura ba kura dodo na demonstrate for the right of the kraman no na ye kro ma say accident ikum nipa no mu nyina ye din team comfortably ni de kira wo say yankasa no kura na en ha ye because at the back of our mind no me hia ne ma ho kira me wo mu yi say ye so pass na me wu a manya ba bia so ahema mu bia ko and for that matter ye nyan totoye enye investment enye totoye en take care of the environment enye totoye enhwe say dachi bi ye ma ye be weja omo ho no be ba be have a comfortable living enti metetene meti anase masema me kwan wo so nyina ne say the mindset of nyame bi din so ba be say wiase a ebo no wa bi you see we living in a content world, social media world. Everybody is trying to come up with something. Everybody is trying to showcase something to make money or to get fame out of that. And you know, so many content in the Echegu. Ebonowa carefully have studied that, but try every possible means to me buy into the limelight.
At some point, no, yeah, short skate to be. Oh, if you scroll to his TikTok account, pa now kwasi like. Kim Paluta monyomni adadinya no the or the year content, but all of a sudden the Yankopon aso ne da when your vision say was say obio de aka but is it expose about one thing man
enti or the far hono and do you know the number of followers he has
1 million plus. I've seen that
plus enti listen, this is the case e kroma say on say djuma ho odene okay on say ba no say yem create enyuma mabu na ewie school ba no obi anya adwuma nya on say enshada enye much compared to amanone right
yeah
nti ama ha say no ahokere ne more ohia ne more ti one industry ene egro pa enyame afreme industry, the industry of nyame afreme ti ono na ono onya bible quotation ba ko mienu bia na wate asikrom ya dofo ewie bremu enchena do baba na ba no wa dida owi a ibi bo nyame adwuma nya kakra didi ti odi kakra no boba kakra no na se du animu kakra no ape speaker ten ya wo bedu dwom no omo saso se ayi kakra ba ko owi adofo o anim kakra enchena do baba na ba ana o mategu monten atesi krom tuatu anipa so
enu de mebre o ha se ne de wo bo so mafuntia
enya bi no bia sorry bia sorry ewie bremu mi na nyame afreme ewie bremu nyame se nyame yi kire me no obi ada ne sofo. It's all because that is the industry and na me no kase the quickest way ofa ho ebefa because the people have a soft spot for that nyame no omodo nyame no nkoma me ni wudi opposed to bebre religious force bebre be di matem.
And your comments in the bapa.
On baba be dimi e bia me no kase TikTok kro mu di matem. Sa ko e wa boda na ofa na beto do kan kwasasem. Yes, because omodo nyame no e have the soft spot for nyame. Until they think me attacking nyame. But that concept of nyame in the Bible no anyhow why ye dey be indoctrinate here. Ama ye ntimi nwene critically no. That is what I'm trying to enlighten or draw your attention to. Eti that industry of nyame say nyame som Christianity no eno ne de me fa ni say easy terrain ubowura ho a ubenya dom ne ntem na wonya dom na what capitalize on their ignorances now they are making money Mami be keep you a hanchero. As so far members of be on your platform. Say be a man and a platform so that can members of be. As so far who do mo na we unity. Yes, we necessary the wabo. One yes and chileni. Ya wade. Na do matwa akogu ho. Na wakasa kakra se nyame ba se wiase ba na we as one ebeji nipa nkwa. Along the line after 2, 3, 4 years no fade off no go down no slow. Na ba kwa unity o baby. Afi oma be piepie san ma say san crofo no mu yi o muti na nyinya o mu ho say tem. But the masses following them are still in their impoverishment, are still in their poverty, and keep chasing after new one coming. This is the secret. Enyi nyame bi na omudo omo ho ato no so na nyame na ma omo ayeye. Enti na e wose mo ko omo na ase o. When you guys come along, all because watimi a propagating no a projecting no ama wanya no gidi into aba, then they start milking you. Bwanyame adwuma, so seed, collection. So for no just say sika na, no they are going investment, no they are going into real estate, no they sisi adan, no they ye business, na sika na multiply. Na wo tiribu ne de wo twen nyame anu, nyame ni madom, nyame ni mishira.
O twen se man na be pie free so.
Nyame be ye wadom. But so for him say nyame nya sa adom no nipa ne be ya adom. Ti we say ono this so no this can ko investment. Na all this can share baby e be multiply. Ti within 2, 3, 4 years na so for no sika na multiply through business and through investment. No why ye say tem.
No
even launch car way, or channel launch car way, ade channel launch car way. Instead of you the church member to realize this. But instead of you to realize this and also start making an investment, building an investment mindset, putting something together somewhere, waking up, trying to have a future for your descendants coming. Now we shall see say nyame beye, nyame mrene mrepa, nyame fa no bo onto ne ntem, wo baba kokora ko to bi nyina mo anyina bes. O wasam ka mitio.
Eh asem.
Enti nyame bie nu oba be say wiase we. Me no mienu ne be wu akọ. Your papa no falling for this mindset. Our fathers, not me can say yes. Yeah, no. We falling for this mindset. If we are saying chebe say, nyame beba be say we are say. If we are say we eba, osoro baba bo sekete. Asase be na ni senkuto. Enti omo nya akono no se wo se omutimi pre ajapade bi to ho ma ye nchiri ma na ya ba nei. Enti bebre na ne ye han manfo dan a ye bra ye timpenten kwa ye koba ye twe sere ni abasa so ye hu ye bankum hu ye nifa no ennei na won so me twe wadwo na sisi se ewiase ni nyanse ye because una na kanso awu kwa ma na awu kwa ma papa so awu kwa ma ma awu kwa ma na ma bewu na papa bewu it is what 10 dai sa dwen ne to baby na pay investment bi ye ne ne asase no ye adwuma na sika ba wonsam atobi efie no ye adwuma na sika ba wonsam asibi your investment revenue be build multi stream of income. This is kababa wonsam. Now what me ama generation na wo mo no man beba no wetin ma mo a comfortable life if not the best na normal comfortable life. Na mo so any o meyo mo ya no obi anfa mo anya ha na ma ne se. Na wo de mo tete wana mo ye wiase bese nti no nyame bese wiase ya mpacho wiase bia nyanse ye. De manos.
Abusia for 25th December.
The 25th so na nto a boys see they will lash you. And say unim sa dey 26 for ho ma police na asumdie mra. Yes sir, causing fear and panic. Unim me friend Bono.
Uti me friend, me sending the message about me nya reply bia so far. Na pese me pay interview.
Me friend Bo sebo o wa himfa na ono so wakra. Okay, pese me ba na din komo concerning o project you aki wani so ade hu no vision yi. And also okay, no problem. Na and I'm business na ak na wa himfa. And was yak ni see the 6 na available. Na 6 na available no 3 e wota kurade. And na 3 wo Cape Coast. It is and I'm business no nka say mo wa himfa pese me hu ono amu. Ono so ono de wota kurade. Eti me me guys, me team ye arrangement senka within this week ye beko e honum. But upon further, some of us we are critical thinkers. We reason okwa interview okwa kumanu ho. Na utie oni kwa kumanu nkomodidi na abrantie no say nye ready na watafre a utim say laka bi no obi ahama nanom ana say the religious nonsense na no so nam so de ginidin enye nothing new because according to people that have gone to those places and come person me ko ho yes some fishermen
headless YouTuber crack or how ko
video no wa editing no the creating the content asa and for that matter so an hwe here Menkasa obi anko bo ebo no wa. I
Oh
was
yeah.
sitting and say obi anko.
But he's putting fear and panic in some
so
people.
one
Yeah.
yeah, ebi betima fa ho abufu ama after 25th no. Wa shi leliganti. Ne so musa be keka no be massage ne kakra. Enti wanye careful. Enti after 25th no. Enso na nto a and I'm sitting here put this on record. 25th enso yiri bia nu abeba.
But say osan dey about bontin say 25th na o kind one ka say 2025. It's a bit my baby at 2053 December 2025.
No confirmation of Adam no. And no confirmation of Adam no. Nyame a oyi ani so adi hu na kire wa ontimi bi onye specific. Asofo ye omo hyehyɛ nkom wɔ ekurom ha sei. O hyɛ nkom na ambamu a ye bompa ye na esia no kwan epa nyame kyɛw na.
Obunuwa was intervening for us. So what the one video we by he was intervening to the bit my
religious madness. Nyame si de bo so obey ade wo kwakwahwe aba na wo bepa nyame kyɛw. No wonder say in the Bible Moses mu tu nyame fo. Tu nyame fo. Because
omutu nyame fo anasa omusre nyame adom
omutu no fo so kwakwahye okokum nipa say I forgotten the quotation wakwahye kuro bi akokum nipa wo kuro no mu nyina na omuka kyere so nyame da bi na say wonya nipa 10 na 100 da wo no so say munya nipa 10 na mejai munya nipa 2 a mejai eno ye one eno na nkyɛn Moses de na nkasa de na okokum mu nyina ana nyame ka kyere okache nyame da bi enkofo wo ni omo akwapa wa hye omo bo say wo nse wo bunku omo de na afi no nyame na nkasa kuma sa to nim na nyame it tells you this book, you can see a book story by story. There are a lot of nonsense in the book, it doesn't make sense. And there are equally some reasonable and then stories a woman offer but making sense. Many of them are in there. The person may be seen say.
And the Kamebuza senti a futu be now the bema wanna or read the Bible.
You know the Bible is an ordinary book like a dictionary.
Mm-hmm. That's how you see it.
That's how I see it. Mm-hmm. There are good and motivational stories in there. Mm-hmm. A story like Joseph's story. Na onini nuanom wo ho na ni nuanom ehu ne say o adomachede bi won so a very special person and omo time no and it got to a point to cry no omo ton no e de ne kon
be minister for
kwasum no wankoye ahomaso ko bre no ho ase kosom ya ama it got to a point na fe obey the prime minister and I said the minister of agriculture e was the krom ho first story we are e kire me say abrabo mu no you know I should just be focused. I shouldn't pay attention to the negativities and the hatred around me. I should be focused and be good, live my good life, be positive, make good impact in people's life. Wherever I find myself, if I'm a servant, I should serve well. Yeah. I should be obedient. I should focus, keep on improving in myself, and gradually, I'll get there. This is a fantastic story that I'll take it and I'll apply it. You understand?
Yeah. Intino uchrema mebre wo mu a enye intino. Okay.
Bushia 25th December we see yeah Kodumesa on the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of January. Wo say nyame be say ewiase on the 25th December. Abranche we yale na. Me nua mami sa semo. Eti nyame no Ghana nkwa na ewiase no. Eti Asia for once wo mu bi.
Say bia no wade anya na ye kan say no wade nipa 8.
Who say doesn't tally?
Nipa 8 na ko mu nti bia.
It doesn't make sense. Ti anything ni bia America. Anything ni bia Saudi Arabia and Arabian countries. Anything ni bia India ni
but say ebo no wade. As say you nim say o serious person.
Na me di so be say wo krom ho be bia wo free no. Kamko so anata kura de ho. Ka kire say.
But so say for nipa 600 million ba ko bia ntino. Na say for nipa If any person said $1 million, they are saying yeah, ebia says 6 times
600 million.
Was it 3?
Nipa saying na acting the message, as at now. And how many days na? And 18 December. Until roughly aka cry. Me find aka 7 days.
1 week.
1 week. So 600 million na according to Abranche na wafa read no. O kire say ebeko aknim no. According to oni kwakuma interview no. Akon the more na nipa ewrem no. Na expand. I mean, you need come for be the one.
And what I mean to you.
According to one kwakuma come on. Akano the more na nipa ewrem no na expand. Na expand.
Na say we are seeing na kwa betimi akom.
Enti ni da ho no montena ha na obi nkofa red. Emfa beto to anase bu nkire. Na say ya ho de wo ho. Enti it tells you how religion has turned us into zombies for people to just start waking up and then calling themselves saying nyame yi bibia kire me nyame yi bibia me wo yesofo. I'm not saying say people don't have the gift of seeing vision or seeing something about people. I'm not saying that. But wo yesofo and whoever you are, na se nyame yi bibi kyerɛ about me na went me and reach out to me now the kotena bonten to put fear and panic in the system and I said to put it out there say nyame yi kyerɛ wo about me no I will just me fire off rough me san kota sɛm no
kasa ne kra man atim say bufu kra o
se mo hekwa me
metu bro
because nyame no suro mi ana
dabi
who am I
nyame de obeda suro
suro me
dabi
ti nyame se wo bibi de mami ana wo bibi ka kyerɛ me
okay
but I don't doubt anasa me nka se ontimi nyi nkyerɛ obi
oh say
but oyi kyerɛ wo a nyansam no
anka me beka bible use na wonye
reach out to me say offer de mahu afa wo huni I remember one time be man be frame me say wo hu abcd be about me enti no me very careful no ma me da afutuo no me fire I mean me dey meduma like me hu ye me very careful now there are forecasters and I mean so many means and mediums to see the future ahead of you. You know, there are technicalities and means and mediums for her. Among 40 million, the away anymore. Uti way, you bet me redo forecast from January to December. Nini na actually I'm a woman. The bet me at all possibilities, probabilities. A bet me to nini na hono. But a maybe and a yichiro be an akachiro be. The universe na a woman. Everything, the calculations and the stars and mathematics, it is there. Open one day, I'll bet you share one day. Opening your friend and I be for Jana, ye can as a dumesan consoling. I feel be or your forecast of the whole year. Or predicted near bet may happen or mind him. Or you know, baby, and can't say Yankopon a catcher is all mecha. Or your one can say a true knowledge and the other one reading. Timmy reading Kaka stars and then Yamabom can say this year probably this and this and this and this will happen. Even in West Africa alone, this year, predicted said there will be 4 coups. And as I'm speaking with you, this coup has happened.
Yeah,
either successful or unsuccessful. There have been attempts to coup. Ningi na oka, but on can baby that say nyame na yi akira.
Tika uchrema ye.
Mo mudi fufu ni ko kontevia. Ano no mo vodka de mo whisky wie kwada sore ba.
Na mo beji.
Nyame bie mani no. Enye yen. Eti mesra mo bia nada. Mo wadwene nya dwuma.
Eti abusia for ye chirema 25th December. O rapaholic bi kwa. Ko.
2nd, 3rd and 4th of January e yedu mesa ye ko. Ebono wa. Bonwelu.
Abusia for ye de ubesi ha ya because what team say of our heat teacher say they all heat no mayempo nkasa binti no aha aye Richmond's Media say na first time wa buy channel no so a bomodian say obe subscribe na obe share this video ama wa fefo no abusia for nyina so anya bia share. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Peace. I'm signing out.